We all remember those nights. College parties, house music thumping, laughter, cheap drinks, the warmth of friendship melting into the cold air of the walk home. You send a text, maybe make a quick call, then disappear into the dark. And everyone assumes you made it home safe, until you don't. What if those fun nights out weren't just ending in accidents, but in something far more chilling? What if beneath the surface of these disappearances is a pattern, a predator, or even a network of killers hiding in plain sight? Welcome back to True Crime Hub. Today, we investigate the Smiley Face Killers Theory, a controversial idea suggesting that dozens of young men didn't just drown, they were hunted. Patrick McNeil was a bright, ambitious Fordham student. On February 16, 1997, after a night out with friends, he was seen stumbling outside a bar in Manhattan. He never made it home. His body was found 50 days later, floating near Brooklyn. Police said it was accidental drowning. Case closed. But Detective Kevin Gannon, who had worked Patrick's case, couldn't let it go. He saw something different. Patrick was afraid that night. Witnesses claimed a car slowly tailed him for blocks. The autopsy revealed something off. His body condition didn't align with being in the water that long. And then there was the chilling detail, a smiley face spray-painted nearby. That moment lit a fire in Gannon, and a theory was born. Gannon, alongside fellow retired NYPD Detective Anthony Duarte, started connecting dots. And what they found was terrifying. Across nearly a dozen states, from Minnesota to Wisconsin to Pennsylvania, young men had been disappearing under almost identical circumstances. All vanished after a night out drinking. All were found in water. All were promising, athletic, educated men. Many were even studying similar subjects: engineering, law, business. And near many of the death sites, the same creepy mark, a smiley face. Think about that for a moment. Your son, your brother, your college roommate, a young man filled with dreams and momentum, vanishes, and the only trace is a grinning face scrawled on a wall. It's the stuff of nightmares. Let's humanize this. Brian Welzian, 21, from Illinois, went missing on New Year's Eve 1999 after celebrating with friends. His body washed up 77 days later, 30 miles from where he vanished. Tommy Booth, 24, vanished outside a bar in Pennsylvania. His body was later found in a creek behind the building, an area already searched multiple times. Surveillance footage? Mysteriously missing. Joey LaBute, 26, from Ohio, disappeared in 2016. His autopsy couldn't determine cause of death. The water was shallow. The conditions didn't make sense. And then there's Dakota James, 23, Pittsburgh. Smart, kind, a promising graduate student. Last seen on surveillance footage looking disoriented. His body surfaced 40 days later in the Ohio River. The city ruled it an accident. But his family, and a private pathologist, suspected strangulation. And yes, near the location where Dakota's body was found, another smiley face. It all begs the question, are we missing something right in front of us? Visual, flashbacks of viewers' relatable memories, leaving parties, walking alone, texting "I'm home." If you've ever walked home alone after a party, you know that uneasy feeling. The fear that someone might be watching. That maybe you've had a drink too many. That your phone's dying. We all remember that one time we made it back, just barely. Now imagine you didn't. These young men could have been any of us. That's what makes this theory hit so hard. It's not abstract. It's personal. Many of the victims weren't careless. They weren't reckless. They were like your older brother, your classmate, your college crush. Smart, capable, full of potential. And suddenly, gone. Visual, police press conferences, criminologists in interviews. Despite the growing number of suspicious cases, the FBI and most local departments reject the smiley face killer theory. They say the statistics don't support it. Alcohol is often involved. The victims had no trauma that definitively pointed to foul play. And smiley face graffiti, it's everywhere. They call it patternicity, the human tendency to see meaning in randomness. But Gannon and Duarte argue otherwise. They claim over 40 cases with matching details. They say the condition of the bodies, GPS inconsistencies, missing security footage, and delays in decomp point to staging and intent. What if we're dismissing the most elusive serial killer, or network, of our generation? Visual, dark web screenshots, digital maps, chat room mock-ups. Some investigators and online sleuths go further. They theorize this isn't one killer, but many. a coordinated group operating through the dark web. A secret society of sorts, targeting a specific type of victim, sharing tactics, staging deaths as drownings. It sounds unbelievable. But in an era where cybercrime is rampant and coordination can happen in seconds, is it really that far-fetched? These aren't your average murders. They are clean, controlled, surgical. Bodies vanish. Cameras fail. Clues are erased. And the smiley face? Is it just a coincidence or a signature? Visual, interviews with grieving parents. Empty bedrooms. Graduation photos. For the families, the theory isn't just a headline. It's their nightmare. And their fight. Many parents of victims have had to hire private investigators, file lawsuits, hold press conferences just to get their sons' deaths re-examined. They are not looking for conspiracies. They are looking for truth. They are asking, why won't law enforcement look closer? Why is the first assumption always drunken accident, and not foul play? Why are their sons forgotten so quickly? Visual, cinematic reenactment, a college student alone, getting followed. What if we've spent 25 years ignoring something real? What if the biggest mistake we've made is assuming the danger ended when the night did? The Smiley Face Killers Theory may not be proven, but it forces us to look harder. It forces us to consider that evil isn't always obvious. That sometimes it doesn't wear a mask or wield a knife. Sometimes it smiles. These young men deserved better. Their stories matter. Their families deserve real answers. If even one of them was murdered, and we didn't see it, we failed. Do you believe there's a pattern? Or are these just coincidences wrapped in grief? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about it, because silence is the killer's best friend. Like this video to support the victims' stories. Bell subscribe to True Crime Hub for more deep investigations. Loudspeaker share this video, because awareness is the first step toward justice. And next time you see a smiley face drawn on a wall, don't just walk past it. Ask yourself, what does it really mean?